So, which is better, running or walking? I've done both, and in this video I'm going to talk about 3 things I love about running and 3 things I love about walking, and then why, for me, it's a slam dunk. Walking is better. Hi, I'm Dave. It's important for you to know that I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed personal trainer. I'm a guy who loves walking. Since 2013, I've averaged about 19,000 steps a day, not because I have to, but because I want to, and to encourage others to begin walking as a regular form of fitness. I do a daily 10-minute podcast, Walking is Fitness, to provide a little added motivation to get out the door and to make it fun. I'm not in a studio telling you to go take that walk. Every episode is recorded while I'm out walking, so essentially we're taking a walk together. And let's do that right now and talk about why walking is better than running. But first, 3 things that I love about running. So for 5 years, I was a runner. Ran a bunch of 5Ks, couple of 10Ks, handful of half marathons. I even ran one marathon that I didn't train for, didn't even know that I was going to run it until the night before. I ran it, I finished, I got the medal, and it was 2 weeks before I turned 50 years old. So here are 3 things that I loved about running. Number 1, it was effective exercise. One of the reasons why I started running was because I was starting to gain weight in a way that I didn't want to. I wasn't feeling great, and I knew, I was 47 years old, I knew that I need to start getting serious about exercise, being intentional about fitness, and decided to become a runner. And within a pretty quick amount of time, maybe 2-3 months, the weight was gone, the extra weight, and I was feeling better. It was very effective exercise. Number 2, I loved how running made me feel, and I'm talking about emotionally, because running is hard, and not a whole lot of people do it intentionally without being chased. And so I was aware that I was part of a very small community that actually felt like a very elite community. And I enjoyed how that made me feel. And I loved that about running. Number 3, the running events, those 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, and the one marathon. There was an electricity at those events. There was a vibe. I was with this community of other runners. And this event, this race, was the culmination of training. This is one of the reasons why I signed up for these events. It forced me, motivated me, to consistently run for weeks and months in advance to be ready for usually these longer events like the half marathon, which I think was my favorite of all the different types of races that I ran. But I had to train for months in advance. And so those events were motivation to get out the door and run. And then, of course, once I crossed the finish line, they handed me a medal, and I always loved that. After 5 years of being a runner, I made the decision to stop running and start walking for exercise. And a few months before, I had gotten my first step tracker. So now I had step goals, daily step goals, and running wasn't enough to reach those goals. So I started walking at the end of each of my runs. And one afternoon, I realized that I enjoyed the walking more than the running. It wasn't that I was injured. It wasn't that I was hurt. It wasn't this gradual process. It was in the moment one afternoon as I was getting ready to do my 3-mile run. I thought, you know what? I enjoy the walking a whole lot more. This is kind of silly. Why don't I just walk as my fitness activity? And made the decision on that day in May of 2013 to stop running and start walking for exercise. And so here are 3 of the many things that I love about walking. Number 1, it is effective exercise. So the running helped me to lose the weight, helped me to feel better. Well, the walking since 2013 has continued to help me to maintain my weight control. It has helped me continue to be in good health. I say this not as a point of bragging, but as just data. So I am 64, approaching 65, and I'm not on any medication. My blood pressure, my cholesterol, my blood sugar all remain in the safe range. And again, walking has been my primary form of exercise since 2013, so it's effective. Number two, I love how walking makes me feel in the moment. So there's a lot of research about the long-term health benefits of consistently walking. You're lowering the risk of an early death, lowering the risk of heart disease, certain types of cancers, type 2 diabetes, and dementia. But you know, at times, those benefits feel abstract because they're future-based. And I know that I'm investing in my health, and that's good. And I like the way that feels. But what I really love is how walking makes me feel in the moment, the immediate benefits. Walking can help calm anxiety. It can help to manage stress. It can help me think better. It can even help me to be more creative. Those are immediate benefits of walking that I absolutely love. And then number three, it's the long-term sustainability of walking. Walking is a low-impact form of exercise. Now, I want to be careful and say that just because you run doesn't mean you're going to get injured. It doesn't mean you're going to have to stop by a certain age. In fact, I know people who continue to run into their 70s, 80s, 90s. I'm even aware of someone who was running in events like 5Ks past the age of 100. So it is possible. But the likelihood of me being able to continue to run without injury for a long time is lower than the likelihood of me being able to continue to walk as a fitness activity for a long time. And that gives me peace of mind that this exercise that I've chosen, that I enjoy doing, is something that I'm going to be able to do for many years and hopefully many decades. There's a peace of mind with that, and that's something that I love. So here's the bottom line. When I was a runner, it was always something that I felt like I had to do. It was exercise that I had to do to lose the weight, to feel better. It never became something that I truly enjoyed doing. I enjoyed the events. I enjoyed feeling being part of an elite community. But when I was actually doing the running itself, that was never something that I truly enjoyed doing. But with walking, I feel pleasure as I'm walking. It's an activity that I enjoy. No, it's an activity that I love. And so that's why for me, walking is hands down, slam dunk, better than running. If you're considering making walking part of your regular routine, part of your fitness journey, maybe you're even contemplating getting started, a couple of things that I want to recommend you do. Number one is download the free resource, 90 Days to a Daily Walking Habit, that you'll love. There's a link in the description for this video. And then secondly, join me listening to the podcast, Walking is Fitness. Every day, brand new episode, 10 minutes long. It's a great way to get started. Each episode provides a little bit of added encouragement to get out the door and take the walk. And because I record each episode while I'm walking, we're taking a walk together. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.